Hello and welcome to 2-Minute Tech Tuesdays. My name is Thijs, I'm the technical evangelist at Varnish Software, and in this video series we cover a technical aspect from Varnish in 2 minutes or less. In this episode we'll be talking about Varnish High Availability, or VHA as we tend to call it. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock and get started. Varnish High Availability, or VHA as we call it, is a replication tool that is designed to synchronize caches across multiple servers. And as the name implies, high availability is the obvious benefit. This means when a server no longer is available, another Varnish node can take over, and because the caches were synchronized, a much better hit rate will be yielded. You will not only use VHA in case of an outage. It's also useful when you have multiple Varnish nodes sitting behind a load balancer. When that load balancer happens to select another node, it will still return a cache hit because of the cache synchronization. And if the cost of a cache miss is too high, this is a very good tool to have in your toolkit. In terms of efficiency, VHA will result in 50% more hits on a 2-node cluster, 66% more hits on a 3-node cluster, and 75% more hits on a 4-node cluster. VHA is entirely written in VCL and uses a collection of vmods. It also leverages the Varnish Broadcaster for message exchanges. Varnish Broadcaster is also part of the Varnish Enterprise suite of tools. The inventory of nodes that need synchronization are kept in a nodes.conf configuration file, which is also part of the Varnish Broadcaster. All messages are encrypted. VHA is highly configurable, and in case of frequent inventory changes, Varnish Auto Discovery will keep your nodes.conf configuration file up to date. The replication flow goes as follows. When Varnish receives an object that it needs to store in cache, it will also send a broadcast message to the other nodes. The sender of this message is called the origin node as of that point, whereas the receivers are considered the peers. When a peer node receives a broadcasting notification, it will request the actual content from that origin Varnish node, and that origin Varnish node will then send the actual payload to the peers, which it will store in cache. Because VHA is written in VCL, getting started is super easy. It's just a matter of including the bootstrap file, which is shipped with Varnish Enterprise, setting the secret token for replication in the VCL init subroutine, and calling VHA 6 token init to start the replication, and the rest happens automatically behind the scenes. Thanks for watching this episode of 2-Minute Tech Tuesdays. We'll be back next week with yet another technical topic that we'll cover in 2 minutes or less.